not afraid. Oh, I've always wanted to say that. Oh no, seriously, please. Do not be afraid. I promise you, I do not wish you harm. In fact, it is quite the opposite. Right, you do not know who I am. Sorry. I have just known you for so long that it becomes quite easy to forget that you have never met me. My name is Emil, and I am your guardian angel. Ah, you seem quite doubtful. I personally cannot blame you. Humans tend to not know of our existence. That is by design, of course. Although I do often wonder why. I do wish that we can have more of a personal relationship with our humans during their time on Earth. Oh, but look at me. I seem to be rambling again. I do apologize, sweetheart. You do not still seem to believe me. Well, just one moment. Let me just spread out my wings. Oh dear. Oh no. I am deeply sorry, sweetheart. I am used to more open areas. Human homes seem rather cramped. And now I have gone and dumped your belongings on the floor. Oh, I do apologize. Let me pick these up for you. No. You stay in bed, sweetheart. I can take care of this. Oh, my feathers. They've gotten everywhere also. Oh, one moment. I will pick them up best I can, sweetheart. I had no intention of doing this. But despite that turn of that interaction took, I do hope to have proven to you that I am being very sincere. Truly, I have been and always be your guardian angel. Oh, you have some questions? Please, ask to your heart's content. Oh, no, my dear, you are not dead. You are very much alive. Look around. These walls are all your own. Yes, I have been your guardian angel since birth. Well, since before birth, actually. I first saw your young soul in heaven before you were given a mortal body. To be truthful, I have seen your potential since then, and that I knew you'd grow up to be an amazing human. Yes, heaven exists, silly. Where else would I come from? There are indeed other angels. I am friends with quite a few. Oh, I do look forward to the day when your time comes and your soul returns home so that I may introduce you. Ah, but that, of course, is a very, very long time from now on. Don't you worry. Ah, well, you see, that requires a long explanation. A guardian's job description is quite extensive. Very well. When a human is born, they are assigned a guardian from heaven. That guardian watches over that human throughout their entire life. We are not literally watching your every single moment, of course. We just have a sort of additional sense to tell when something is happening. Just like taste and smell for your humans, angels have a sense to know how their human is doing whenever you are in need of help, or you are very happy, or you are going through an important moment of your life. I just know. I like to call it my angel's intuition. I still remember some of your big moments. Your very first words, for instance, and your first steps. Even your first day of school. And even other things that were not your first. Just like when you saw that stray cat and tracked down its owner. I must say, sweetheart, I am still very, very proud of you for that one. Great job, sweetheart. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When we are watching over our humans, we cannot prevent pain or difficulty, no matter how much I wish we could. But what we can do is help our humans through those difficult times. Like when you failed that big assignment, for instance, and you coincidentally never had your parents bring it up. Or when that jerk was picking on you, but while walking away, he dropped some money and took no notice. When a human passes on, for instance, though, their guardian escorts their soul home, and then that guardian is assigned to a new human. Yes, I have been assigned to others before you, sweetheart. I still talk with them on the Rainbow Bridge, as you humans say. To be honest, though, you are my favorite of all of my previous humans. But when you do pass on, please do not tell them I said that. Thank you, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. How long have I been doing this? I would say 4,000 years. I'm not exactly sure, but it becomes rather easy to lose count after a while. Are you calling me old? I'm only teasing, sweetie. I know that seems like an eternity so human. However, I am rather young compared to some of the angels. Some of them have been guardians since the dawn of mankind. Exactly. Unga bunga fight bad. Oh my. Oh dear. Do you have any other questions, sweetheart? Very well. Okay, now on to the reason I made myself visible to you. Normally, angels are not supposed to make themselves known to humans. The only real reason is when we have exhausted all our other options. Oh, no, no, no. Do not apologize for not noticing my attempts, sweetie. I understand that you're going through a very emotional time, and humans have a tendency to become easily overwhelmed by these feelings. You did nothing wrong, okay? I saw you crying tonight, and I simply couldn't not continue to help from the sidelines anymore. I had to step in and, as you say, take matters into my own hands. You are crying because of the way others treat you due to your identity, and I must say it does break my heart. You have been so proud in telling people. I dare say I am envious. You have shown such courage in telling others who you are, and some of them I completely trashed you for it. If I could curse, I would. This is just horrible. You deserve so much better. Oh, it's of course, sweetheart. You may have a hug. Here, let me just wrap my arms around you. Oh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here for you. Cry as much as you need. No one can harm you here. You're safe. You know, my friends and I have a special tradition. Whenever one of our humans does something particularly great, we host a party in their name. I'd like to think that despite you being here on Earth and all of us being in an entirely different plane of existence, you can still feel our positivity. And some way, somehow, that positivity can feel like a divine pat on the back, as we say. On that day, when you accepted who you are, I was so proud of you, hon. I still am. But on that day, as soon as I finished crying tears of joy, I ran and told all of my friends. They kept congratulating and saying how proud they were of you, hon. And I was lost for words how proud I am for you, even now. And I tell you, the party we had that night was the best night of my long life. And later on, when you came out for the first time, we partied even harder. Although that party was a bit much, I think I crossed some sort of line with the life-size cake replica. I was, I was only kidding. There was no cake. See, what I'm trying to get at is, I feel so incredibly honored by you. When I look at you, I feel as if I'm looking at my own child. And sweetheart, you have made me such a proud guardian. And I know I have been saying that a lot, but it is true. You have such a beautiful and strong soul. Yes, you can squeeze tighter. Hug me as tightly as you wish. You deserve this hug and so much more. In my many years of being a guardian, I have seen many in this world treat members of the LGBT plus community? Is that what they call it these days, correct? Great. You would not believe how easy it is to confuse terminology across different eras. But that does not mean everything is perfect now. Oh, how I wish it would be. People like you do not deserve to go through any more mental turmoil than you already do. But I do want to tell you, despite these heartless individuals or backwards laws that make your life more unnecessarily difficult, you have done nothing wrong. You are simply being true to your heart, and that is the most amazing thing a human can do. Now, I know it might not seem it at times, but things are getting better. You constantly hear about transphobic or homophobic people, and that it makes things more worse than they are. But I promise you the opposite is true. For one thing, at any moment you can look at your phone and read about millions of instances that in previous decades would not have been more than a minor note in larger newspapers. It is so much easier to find information, and while that is an incredible great tool for education, it can also become overwhelming. Also, news outlets prefer to post stories that will gather a rather negative reaction from people. It is how they get clicks and shares. I do wish they would post more positive stories, but the bad ones always get more talked about. So they have no wish to report the good happening in the world. And as I said earlier, things have been getting better and better for gay and trans individuals throughout history. And likewise, bigot views have been rightfully called out for wrong more and more. That it just means that those that hold those views either need to rethink their ideas or they need to shout out louder for their voices to be heard over the majority. Humans are rather stubborn beings after all. I still do not know who started the lie. Being this way is sinful or immoral. There is nothing wrong about loving who your heart desires or expressing your identity how your heart wishes. It is actually quite admirable if I do see so myself. If only I could share a shred of your courage, sweetheart. Can I look into your eyes for a moment, sweetie? There they are. They are still as lovely as the day you were born. I promise you, you are doing the right thing. Your soul has been longing to be true for so long, and now you're allowing it to be. Know that there are cruel people out there who do not and will not accept you for your true self, but they are not worth your time. Your energy is much better spent on those who do love you, just the way you are. Believe me, they are out there. I know it. There is that lovely smile. I treasure seeing it. Now then, it is getting quite late and you should be getting some sleep. You do have responsibilities to attend to in the morning. Oh, shh, it's okay. Do not worry. I will not leave you. Let's just lay down and get comfortable, and I will hold you, just as I always have been doing. There now. Let me hug you again. And if I'm being honest, I think I might enjoy this hug even more than you. Is there anything else you would like me to do? I could play with your hair or even rub your shoulders. Or is there anything else you might need? I am here to make you feel safe and cared for. Of course. Here, let me wrap my wings around you to give you an extra snuggly hug. Oh dear. Oh, oh, phew. Caught it. I really do need to be more careful with my wings. There. Now your wish is my command. There now. How does that feel? Good? Now rest your eyes, sweetheart. You need your sleep. And I do need to get back home. Oh, no, no, no. Do not fret, sweetheart. I am not leaving you. I will always be watching over you. Well, I do suppose that is true. There is no reason for me to completely return to the background now that you know of my existence. Oh, very well. If you ever wish to speak, whether it be about a problem, a happy moment, or even something small like the food you had at lunch, simply call my name and I will be there. Besides, I certainly will not complain about being able to spend more time with you. You are the most important thing to me. Something seems to be troubling you, my dear. Is there anything I can do to help? You are worried about not believing. How could you ever think that tonight was not real? Well, I do suppose, though, that the human mind is a rather stubborn thing. And if you wake up and I'm not there, you might just end up convincing yourself this was all just a very happy dream. Hmm. Oh, wait, I have just the thing. I have cleaned up all of my feathers off your floor, and I was just going to get rid of them. But what if instead I give them to you? That way, not only would you have a reminder of me, but when you wake up and you see those feathers, that you know tonight was real. My, of course, sweetie, anything for you. I will set these down over here. Now, you really must get your sleep. A human your age is recommended between 8 and 10 hours of sleep, I believe, every night. And I know that does not always happen, and there is no shame in staying up late. It's just not the healthiest of habits to have. Now, I promise you, we will meet again. Your existence is so very, very precious, and I eagerly await the next time we speak. But for now, it is time to sleep. I want you to feel energized in the morning, and hey, maybe next time I can stop myself from throwing your property all over the floor. Now, good night, sweetheart. Never forget how beautiful the real you is.